Yo, all jokes aside, man, I'm so serious right now. Luka Doncic, man, he would only have himself to blame if these guys can't get it done in the postseason. There's no way to slice or dice it. Luka Doncic, man, this is it right now. This is your year for the taking. You understand? You let this shit slip out your hands is all she wrote. Let me tell you something right now. The Dallas Mavericks have made some revamps to this roster. I think that's safe to say right now, ladies and gentlemen. You got Luka Doncic. He just uprooted the goddamn Chris Snacks, Porzingis, and my man Rick Carlisle. These guys have found new homes in Indianapolis and in Washington, D.C. You understand? They've been relocated by Luka Doncic himself. And you know what Luka has got from this amazing thing that he's done? The 5th seed currently in the Eastern Conference at 40-25 with potential to shoot up to the 4th spot. Do you know what's their worst nightmare? The Clippers. You know, I'm here to tell you, Luka Doncic may even avoid the Clippers, his kryptonite. We all know, but one thing Luka Doncic has done, and he made a terrible mistake. The Los Angeles Clippers have put the playbook out on Luka Doncic. Get physical with Luka, he will crumble. I'm just telling you, I think Luka has made some adjustments. He's upped his toughness. I don't think anybody could walk over him. He's good with the trash talk. But what about when you put hands on him? Pause. When you really get physical with this guy. Luka Doncic has shown and displayed times where he has taken a back seat when things have gotten tough. You know, if you right now, like I stated before, they're 5th right now in the East. That's solid. You know, his first outing in the playoffs, because like I said, Chris Snacks, before we get to these outings, I want to say this. I'm going to give him slight credit. You had Chris Snacks. He just saddling you down. You understand? Chris Snacks was just like you trying to move and he just dragging. You understand? It was just filthy with Chris Snacks trying to do the, he definitely stalled some of Luka Doncic's progress in the league. He was supposed to do a few more things earlier, but they got to get another co-star, which I believe they're en route to do. But his first outing in the postseason, he finished with the 7th seed in the Western Conference, ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 43-32. Right, that's nice. You know, who was his matchup in the postseason? Of course, you know, it was the Los Angeles Clippers. And when I tell you it went down filthy for those Clippers, you understand, it was a serious, nasty outing that ensued out there with the Los Angeles Clippers. I tell you what, they just, like I said, they dismantled the Dallas Mavericks. Yes, Luka did hit a game winner. The series did go long, but like I said, even the second year, Luka Doncic had a great outing against the Clippers. We all know how it ended. You understand? But in both occasions, even the first year he was a 7th seed. Give him credit, he moved up to a 5th seed. If he continues, they got the Knicks tonight, and like I said, they got a favorable schedule. These guys could shoot up and upgrade. So give Luka some credit there. This is not an attack on Luka Doncic. This is just, I'm here to let you know, all the excuses are gone. Chris Snacks is gone. Rick Carlisle is gone. It's you and Mark Cuban. And who the hell, y'all have to get it done. You understand? You guys have rung the alarm. Y'all have singled out the targets who was the problem. And right now, now it's time to do what it do. You understand? There's no excuses right now. If we was, like I stated before, the second year he was 42-30. They finished with a 42-30 record. The 5th seed, who was his opponent his second time around the postseason, the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, this series was very glaring to me. This series that just passed recently as well, not too long ago, when you had Kawhi Leonard and you had PG. And I'm telling you, Luka Doncic looked like he had these guys on the ropes. And I think if he had any competent second star, see, the problem is they're able to zero in on Luka Doncic. You know, you have to get a piece where you cannot do that. You understand? Look at Kevin Durant and them. You really can't double like that. You know, especially when you had Harden. Who you doubling? You understand? It's like they got snipers. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, so Luka Doncic needs to get another guy that draws attention. Not all of these secondary star players that Luka is making them look good. They need to get a guy who makes himself look good. You know, and I don't know when that's going to be. But this series was glaring because they went up 2 the first. They went up 2. You know, and I was highly impressed by that. You know, when they went up those games. And it was in LA where they beat them those first two, and then they went back home to Dallas. I think they went on a crazy run in the first quarter. Luka laughing, just lollygagging, just tripping out, turning up. They quickly humbled this young man. You understand? In terms of you letting him know there's levels to this. And Luka Doncic, man, we all know, even like I said, Chris Snacks, he was incompetent. He was incompetent the first series, and he didn't even finish the first series. This series, it wasn't it. It didn't match what they was bringing. When I noticed what the Clippers was, when they flipped that switch, you understand, everything crumbled for the Dallas Mavericks. It was over. Give them credit, they did fight back, but their heart was taken. And Luka Doncic, I think he has heart. I know he's got heart. But now this season coming up, is looking, in all likelihood, you're going to avoid the Los Angeles Clippers. That's what it's looking like. You will avoid the Clippers. You don't have Chris Snacks, or you don't have Carlisle. And we ain't gonna get into Carlisle. I think Carlisle is an overrated coach. I think that I ain't gonna say he overrated. Excuse me. I'm sorry. He's not overrated. He's a champion, and he deserves the utmost respect. I apologize, but ever since that title, what has he really done? They haven't really made much noise. They've been getting dispatched. They really shitted on Dirk Nowitzki. I wish they would have put a team around him. They really sold Dirk short. He was a part of that. But he's the president of the Coaches Association, so it's a political game out here. There's a lot of politics in the game, ladies and gentlemen. And Carlisle was able to continue to get over, but it wasn't for too long. So shout out to the Dallas Mavericks, Rick Carlisle and the crew for putting a halt to all the shenanigans, and just clearing the deck for Luka Doncic and letting him do his thing. Like I stated before, if we was to freeze the season, they'll play the Utah Jazz. How do you think they would fare against Utah? I think they would be happy as hell not to face the Clippers. I think whoever they have in store for them, mind you, Utah could beat them too, because they can get physical. They got a lot of physical guys on this team. They also have another star. He's not Luka Doncic, but like I said, they got a guy who's willing to go toe to toe with him. So it's gonna be very interesting to see. The Dallas Mavericks got their work cut out for them, and Luka Doncic, all the excuses have been stripped. Is do or die. And eventually you got to get another guy with Luka Doncic, but you got to show that, hey, listen, play with me and we could do something. You got to get out the first round. Now, if you lose in the second conference finals, so what? You got to get out the first round. You were compared to a lot of greats, and he's a very arrogant player, which I think is good. You need a little bit of that. But Luka Doncic, I think he's up there in high regard. You look at the statistics. If he continues this, he's going to go down. He's going to shatter everyone's record. He can average a triple-double. Now, it's just up to see what all happens after this. This is going to be interesting to see with Luka Doncic. For more details on the progression of Luka Doncic and his playoff situation, because we will be keeping an eye and monitoring that, because all his excuses are gone. What you gonna do, Luka? It's Flight Sports TV. Let me know. I'm here to tell you guys right now, ladies and gentlemen, the excuses are gone. Luka Doncic will only have himself to blame if they can't get it done in the postseason. It's Flight Sports.